we got John from Michigan. Will be the last call if we can patch him through. I think that my over under on the reunion time is going to be 12 minutes of reunion.
Wow, that is short, but
yeah.
I agree. It will.
John,
hello,
hey
John
guys.
from Michigan.
How you guys doing?
Doing
Good,
great.
how are you?
How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just like one last thing to close this out. I want you guys. I know it's hard. I want you to call your shot. Who's taking it home next week?
I mean, if I have to choose, I would pick Rick only because I don't think that there's a really other viable option. I'm not all in on Rick winning.
I'm all in on Rick winning.
Really? All right. I mean, I would pick Rick as well then. I mean, I just don't see who else it could be. I'll go Rick too.
Especially after tonight, just because he has an idol moving forward. So okay, so then he's going to be safe at least one of these next two votes. Figure if he wins immunity at one of these next two, preferably if he can win immunity at 6, then he's got the idol at 5, then he's in the fire making at 4, and then who could beat him at 3?
And he's basically in the same position that Nick was going into the finale, except obviously that he didn't have a challenge beast coming back from, like, presumably a challenge beast coming, right? Like, it's such a huge problem, right? To have someone who's like inherently good at challenges coming back from Edge of Extinction. But I would pick Rick.
I like Lauren. I do. I mean, she still has an idol too. I think we're seeing more and more through the last couple of weeks. There she is. Seeing more and more through the last couple of weeks, her kind of explaining her moves a little bit more. So I think
she's been more visible. She could be in the finals there.
And it's true. Like, so much depends on like turning it on at the right time, you know. And if now is sort of Lauren's like spike, like I wouldn't be, you know, that would be. I mean, my only issue with Lauren's story so far has been that so much of it is focused on her physical discomfort, which is not a story that we typically see with the winner of Survivor. You know, it's a lot of it is her hunger, how cold she is, you know, how warm she is.
Not recently, but in the beginning, yeah.
Right. But I mean, throughout, like, it's not something we typically see with the person who wins. And that was, you know, Devin in Heroes, Healers, Hustlers. One thing that people pointed out about his edit at the time, or his story at the time, was that it was similarly all about he was hungry. He like was passed out in the sand, you know, and I kind of see Lauren as more like that character than I do see her as like the a winner. Like, she more reminds me of him, someone who is strategic, really has a strong impact on the game, maybe underestimated by her peers, but who's being used more to kind of show the physical hardships of the experience.